mobility within the human-centered design course there. So why mobility? Well, the world population will reach nearly 10 billion by 2050, impacting the way people choose to be mobile. We can already see that with increasing highway congestion and traffic. For me, I've explored this issue of mobility through both class and internships. And so in the first class, product development, ME110, I worked with a group to redesign the infotainment system with General Motors. And then during the summer, I was a human machine interface engineering intern at Ford Motor Company. And currently I'm in a special topics class called Reimagining Mobility. And the project that we're working on is called Smart BART. So I'm going to briefly go over some of the lessons I learned from my coursework. So in CS 160, which is UI design, one of the important things we learned was Newson's 10 usability heuristics, some of which is visibility of system status, match between system and real world, and user control and freedom. And these are particularly important with concepts to consider within the automotive industry because, as they're driving and interacting with the infotainment system, you want them to be able to quickly use the navigation or change their channel without fiddling too much with the infotainment system because that could cause them to crash. In product development, one of the important things we learned for ranking our concepts after ideation was concept selection matrix, which is basically ranking your ideas based on how well it fits user needs and weighing the importance of each user need. And finally, in reimagining mobility, one of the things that we learned for understanding the user journey is empathy maps. And so empathy maps capture what the user feels through what they feel, what they do, and say and think. And it's a way to really understand what the user journey is. And so in particular, I'm going to talk about the current project that I'm working on, which is a project aimed at improving the BART experience. So we chose to focus on the BART because over the next couple of years, there will be more and more people using the BART system. And the BART system is already congested, it's old, and it's overall an uncomfortable experience. So to tackle this problem, one of the first things we did was explore user needs and understand what people's pain points were on the BART system. So after digging deeper into our research, one of the trends that we noticed was this idea of control. And so on personal transportation, like if you drive your own car, you feel more in control because you're actually driving the car, but you can also control aspects of your experience, such as the music you're listening to, the people you are with, versus on public transportation where you lose that sense of control because every single time your BART ride is a new experience. And that new experience is not necessarily a good one. So we saw three main issues that people experience on the BART. And so the first one, obviously, is crowdedness. So this is a quote from one of our interviews. We're packed in like sardines and there's nothing to grab onto. And so in this picture, someone's like grabbing onto like the fire sprinkler, like on the BART system, because there's like nothing else to grab. And it's just really crowded and uncomfortable, especially during like peak commute hours, which is really stressful. And the second one is location uncertainty. It's really hard to hear the BART operator announce their stops, and it's also hard to see the BART map, especially when it's really crowded. So sometimes there's this like anxiety or fear of when do I get off? Like how do I know when to get off, especially for new BART riders. And third issue is communication. So sharing your ETA with other people when you want to coordinate with them. So if you're telling someone like, oh, I'm going to be there by 1 p.m., it's like hard to give them an accurate time because sometimes there's unexpected BART delays, it just stops, or there's some sort of accident. So it's hard to communicate with people, especially when you're on the BART system. So from these problems, we generated a point of view to encompass our users. And so the point of view that we came up with was Bay Area residents and commuters need public transportation to be less stressful because it currently offers riders little comfort and control. And so the question that we explored was, how might we give Bay Area riders a better sense of comfort and control in their public transportation experience through added reliability and predictability? So the solution we came up with is called SmartBART. And so SmartBART is a mobile app that came up with to help people navigate the BART system more easily. So they can figure out which line is the most crowded, they can track their progress on the BART map, and easily share their ETA with people. And so some of the reasons why we chose this idea was because since BART is existing infrastructure, we decided that we could leverage that by working with our mobile app. And we thought it was our best match for our user needs, addressing this issue of crowdedness. So some of the features, like I mentioned, is this crowdedness alert that shows you which line is least crowded, so you know what to expect, giving you that sense of control again. A map so that you can track where you are on the BART line. And also a way to send your ETA to people, so you can, so they can basically track where you are on the BART map, so they can better coordinate with you if you're meeting with them. And so after this SmartBART app, the next step would be looking at the end-to-end transportation, so how to get to the BART station and how to get from the BART station to your final destination. So this is the first mile or last mile difficulty, which is the difficulty of getting from or to a transportation hub, such as BART stations, to your final destination. And so in the future, we see a combination of both public and private transportation working together in this in the system. So since BART is a well-established public transportation infrastructure, we see possibly autonomous vehicles incorporating with this public transportation and having this interconnected city. And so we kind of have that a little bit in our app, where you can request a pod to your station, which is at the bottom left.